thanks everybody for at least coming back. So Money for Jam is really simple. We've got two value propositions. For the end user, we allow you to earn money using your cell phone. Any job that you can do in under 10 minutes on your cell phone, you earn some cash. I'll explain that in more detail. For brands, however, or government or NGOs that want to engage with the community, we give you the simplest thing possible, being real-time data. You can gather it with the end consumer doing the work for you. Far cheaper, quicker, and at scale compared to you using an in-house workforce. So just to give you a quick sense, these are the types of brands that have used us over the last year since we've been going. We've got 85,000 active jobbers on our platform on a monthly basis at the moment. We've paid out over 2.5 million rand. And if you think of that, those are for jobs paying 15 rand to 25 rand. That's a hell of a lot of jobs that are being completed. A lot of people think that our average jobber is unemployed. We have a fair mix of unemployed jobbers. But our sweet spot seems to be people that have just entered the workforce, being 22 to 35-year-olds, single parents, new parents, newlyweds, newly working, that are really battling to make ends meet. On top of that, we have about 15% of our workforce is aged 55 and above. Our oldest jobber is 89 years old. So it actually appeals to a broad range of South Africans. To give you just a quick sense of where we've actually managed to do jobs, each of those blue dots, if you actually expanded this, will result in 640,000 micro jobs just in the point of interest validation category in South Africa. So you can see that we've got quite a bit of urban and rural reach. So I guess the million-dollar question is, what jobs are we talking about? So they're typically simple jobs like research. Answer 10 questions, give us your opinion on a brand, your net promoter score, your customer service, a TV advert. Download an app and tell me what you think of it. That sort of activity. Anything that you can do from the benefit of your couch. Then it starts moving into a bit more detail type jobs where you have to do a bit more. So brand activation, you might need to go visit a store, see that there's a promoter at that physical store, through to merchandising and mystery shopping. So mystery shopping, you go into a retail outlet, or let's argument say Le Creuset, you walk in, were you greeted in under 10 minutes? Were the following products on display? What product do you think looks the best in the store? How many people were in the store? Right the way to health. So we're working with some healthcare service providers to say, okay, well, did you visit the health clinic? If yes, was there somebody there to greet you? Were you able to fill the forms in? Were you able to find it? How many people were there? How long did you wait? So it's real-time data that government brands can actually use to their benefit to change service delivery, tactical execution, or fundamentally change the way they actually deliver their strategy. To compliance audits, is the wobbler on this display in the correct place? Through to location mapping. So it's pointless us sending you to a location if that shop doesn't exist. So to give you a scary stat, if you go to Google Maps and you click on a number of the locations and it navigates you to a point, how many times have you actually been navigated to the wrong place? It's probably 50% of the time. So a lot of companies like actually Google themselves, TomTom, Here Maps, are using us to actually validate that the points of interest in their database is correct by using our jobbers. So a person would get a job, they'd get it on their cell phone, they'd say, okay, go to the following address and tell me what business is there. You enter the business details, the URL, cell phone number, and take a picture to prove that you're there. For that, you'll get anywhere up to 30 rand for doing that activity. To the interesting one is at the bottom there called training. So I'll tell you a story. We launched on the 11th of August last year. So we turn 1 next week. When we launched, our cash out partner was Pick n Pay. So you get the money that you earn goes into your digital wallet. When you want to cash out, you request a code, you get that code and you go into a Pick n Pay and you give it to the till point operator and they give you the cash out the till. The challenge that we faced is 12,500 people had done jobs at that stage. They wanted to now see that the system was working. They went to Pick n Pay and some of the actual formal structured training had not been rolled out across the country. This resulted in it hitting social media and saying Money for Jam's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme, they don't have any money in the system, don't do it. So we suddenly went from 0 calls in our inbound call center, which happened to be my wife at that stage, to 200 calls an hour. So I said, okay, well, I want to be married a bit longer than my 15 years. We need to make a plan. So we got hold of the MD of Pick n Pay and our banking partner at that stage, Mobile Money, and they said to me, the only way we can actually roll out this training is it'll take us 3 weeks at best case to 6 weeks worst case to do train the trainer, field force activation, and roll it out. So we sat there and said, well, in 24 hours we won't have a business. So I said, we actually need to do something different. We looked at it and said, my biggest asset that we had at that stage was our own jobbers, people that were invested in the brand and wanted to see Money for Jam continuing. So what we did is 2 things. I took the training manual, I scrubbed it of Pick n Pay references, and I pushed it to social media. That dropped the calls down to about 180. We then said, okay, we've got to do something different. We put a job on platform, and the job was to read the training manual. You then closed it down, and you got given 10 questions that you had to answer. If you failed a question, we didn't tell you which one you failed. We reserved you another set of questions specific to that activity. Eventually, if you passed it, you got given 15 Rand and your final job. And that was to go train a till point operator in Pick n Pay. In 12 hours, we flushed 5,500 people through the training program that trained Pick n Pay, and we went from 180 calls inbound an hour down to 2. That's the power of what the crowd can do. As a result of that, that's now actually been rolled out as a standalone solution within our platform for if you want to do in-house training. So retail managers, they get about 450 emails a week around price changes, new products launching, etc. They never get to them. Why not issue that job through Money for Jam? They can quickly do that while they're on a lunch break, smoke break, at their leisure, get rewarded for it, which can prove that they've actually done the activity, and then you can go mystery shop that store to prove that it's actually been changed. So that's how we've grown. As I said, the biggest asset that we've got is real-time reporting. Physically, as a job gets done, it pops up on a dashboard, and a client can approve or reject that job, and you can see the quality that you're getting. So you can fundamentally change your tack from a strategy perspective going forward. I guess the proof's really in the pudding. There's some contact details if you want to get hold of me, but I thought it might just be interesting rather to show you something different. So if you go to moneyforjam.com, our website, you can log on as a business. As at next week, if you log on as a business, you can actually load your own jobs. Okay? So you can provision a job from the comfort of your couch and actually get people to do research for you, mystery shop, whatever you want. All you need to do is have a corporate credit card or an EFT to put money into an account. If you're a jobber, you just click on the jobbing button. Let me just make this a bit smaller so people can see. Okay. It goes to, you can either sign up, log on, it gives you a bit more info about us, tells you what types of jobs you'd land up doing, it tells you some stories of people, and then if you've logged on before, you click on log on, it remembers you. Well, in this instance it doesn't, because I've dumped off the network. So let me jump into where I was, on the other one. There you go. These are the jobs that are available to me right now in this location. So near me, I can go earn 120 Rand by finding masculine deodorant in the Checkers. Sorry, it hasn't refreshed because we're on Wi-Fi here. But at Rivonia Road, you can go do a Sunning Hill one on another one. You can do a SAB promotional audit. You can do, these are just to profile you, these free jobs. If you want to sell something on OLX right now, we'll pay you 40 Rand to post an advert, provided it meets those categories. Or we also offer deals. So based on profiling people, if you want to go get 300 Rand me and you mobile deal for unlimited phone usage or data bundles, we'll give you 150 Rand back on proof of purchase. So that's really as simple as Money for Jam is. The best examples of it is actually, if you have a look in current today, the Star and the Pretoria News. This is a story about Anton, a matric student last year that lost a leg in a car accident. The moment he is jobbing and putting himself through school this year off the back of Money for Jam. It's legit, 100%. He was interviewed today. Another story that I love, I met her last week, and this is one of my favorite jobbers, is Nia. She used to be a trainer. She was made redundant, and she actually wants to start her own business. Over the last 6 months, she's earned 15,000 Rand, and she's saved it. Okay? She is now starting her own business thanks to Money for Jam. So we invited her to join 10 female journalists last week at a high tea, and she told her story. Other ones, yeah, the last one that I just want to show you is around, if you go to Tatama Chance, we're doing a solution in the Western Cape at the moment with Philip Morris, where they've actually capacitated and sourced unemployed females in the community to go sell cigarettes. Okay? We've put a program together with Philip Morris that actually gives them the startup capital to take this to market in the townships and actually sell products. So it really is that easy to do, and it's real. So that was me. I think I've done it in 13 minutes. Open for questions.